Well, my name is Juan Franco. I'm originally from Argentina, and I've been living the last couple of years in Germany. And I've been involved in evidence synthesis for the last 10 years, especially in Cochrane, and ASIC became like this big ask to change things around, and Cochrane had to be there, so I thought it was a great opportunity to join this collaborative and to think how we can do things better.
And what have you learned over the last 6 months through your involvement?
Well, first of all, I was not aware about the evidence synthesis efforts on different sectors, and that was very enlightening to understand what's going on in for example, in education and other policy decisions that are informed by evidence, and how these sectors were trying to think how they can incorporate evidence more efficiently. Secondly, the other thing that I've learned is that there's a consensus to try to think the role of AI, which is a little bit overwhelming for a lot of people in the evidence synthesis community, including me, I would say, on how, where, and what are we going to do. So having consensus is saying, okay, we're going to think about this together and it's not going to be a mess. It was very enlightening. And third, I'm in a particular working group that is about data sharing and reuse. It was a very intensive 6 months, and I've learned about many existing initiatives about data sharing and reuse that I didn't know that could serve as good models to scale up and to improve the way we do evidence synthesis.
And reflecting on the event yesterday and today, what's one thing that maybe has surprised you?
Well, it surprised me that there was a lot of consensus, because I thought, people from the evidence synthesis world, a lot of those seem to be focused on methods, and each of us could have come with a particular agenda. And I thought that some of the discussions would be, oh, I want this, and the other one, I want that. But when we sat together, I realized that it probably is related to the process in the last 6 months. But I realized that there was a lot of consensus, and that was something that I learned, and especially in the priorities, because some of the groups had like 20, 30, 40 solutions, and we know that we need to prioritize what's important. And when we ask for prioritization, the top three, they tend to be colliding into the same idea. So that's something that I learned that in this last 6 months was not particularly evident from my working group.
Wonderful. And when you look at the roadmap, what's one thing that you're excited for in terms of possible impact?
Well, I think that I cannot omit the fact that AI is going to revolutionize the way we do things, and that the fact that the roadmap had included AI in the process and the ethical and responsible use of AI is very exciting and reassuring for me. That before that, if you asked me a year ago, I would have said, oh, AI is going to make evidence synthesis even worse. And with all this thinking, it gives me a little bit hope that it might be a good thing. Of course, we will all need to adapt, and it will be disruptive. It is a disruptive technology, but we have some light at the end of the tunnel.